But once all the pain and
Mhm,
all
mhm, mhm.
that part goes away, then they're ready to do it again. So yes, I probably would have been ready to do it again. Absolutely.
Then the other mistake we made in terms of why we don't have a larger family is that our youngest child is 33, but I remember like it was yesterday when I waited too long to try to expand our family. I literally woke up one Sunday morning getting ready for church, and I said to all the kids, "Hey guys, go get in the van because if you got 6 of y'all, you ain't driving a Honda Accord. You're driving a full-size van."
That's right.
So I said, "Hey guys, go get in the van. We're getting ready for church." I walked to the foyer to go outside. You know what I saw, Teresa?
What?
Everybody was in the
Oh,
van.
that's right.
And at that point, I don't know if this is resonating with you, unless you're getting car seats and diaper bags and all the to-goes ready. But at that point, I was like, oh my gosh,
How-
everybody is actually in the van waiting on me to get in there to leave for church. I don't think I can go back. And that's where I waited too long. And we even thought about adopting children. You know, I'm an adopted child.
Yeah, you did. We did think about that.
But anyway, let's talk about the whole thing about parenting and
How it can be exhausting, how it can divert your focus. But yeah, and then let's look at it as let's look at it from the kind of a biblical insight here.
okay. So what do you want to say about that? We know children are a blessing from the Lord.
Right, that's what
Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them.
full of them. So it is a blessing to have children, and yes, they can be. I'm going to say trying. However, like you say, it's a gift from God, and God has help us understand what that gift looks like. I guess now you can see it better as they are getting older. Another thing I guess we could look at is how our identity shifts, and sometimes some resentment can come in because new parents can experience identity loss. Let's just say I'm just a mom.
Did you deal with that?
I did. I
Really?
kind of, yes, because I had gone to college and got my degree and everything, and I thought, I should be out there working. I should be out there doing thing, and it's just like I didn't place the value of being a mom, being able to stay at home. I didn't place the value that it deserved, but I understood later how it was such a blessing, and that God had given me that, and that was wonderful.
You are reminding me of some stories now. I do remember you struggled with that because here's some stories I'm now remembering. 40 years ago, a stay-at-home mom wasn't that common, especially for women of color.
Correct.
So you were a bit of an anomaly. So we changed cities, found a new church, and I remember you would come to me because some people at church would ask you questions like, why are you staying at home having all these kids?
Yes, that's right.
You remember my counsel to you?
No.
You don't?
I do. I think I do. What did you say?
Tell them to shut up and mind their business. Now then you said something else. In other words, you didn't follow my instructions.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you didn't follow my instructions. But that's a whole nother conversation about back to your self-worth. It's because you're constantly bombarded with, oh, do you work? And so I was always very careful to say, Teresa doesn't work outside the home because she has such an important responsibility and a full-time job already. Or people say, oh, you're, like you said, you're just a mom. This is the most important job in the world.
Absolutely.
So she's a mom, and that's the most important job.
Right. You're formulating
Little lives. You're building people.
Yeah. You're getting to see all the little. Oh, it's just an absolutely beautiful thing. But I didn't see that at first. Right. I didn't see that at first. I kind of pushed against it. However, I am as I look back now, it's been a blessing.
One of the interesting things, though, Teresa, that I want our audience to understand, let me set the stage. I felt like Almighty God said to me, hey, Jim, this is how I want you to structure your family. I felt like I was following God's lead. When I said to you, even in our 4 years of dating before we got married, hey, Teresa, and I didn't say it in a way where like, I want you to stay at home. I said it because I wanted it to be your idea where you didn't feel any pressure from me. So I would just ask questions, but I had a very, very clear intent, a very, very clear purpose of what I wanted to happen. Now, let me tell you how I believe God honored us listening to what he called us to do. Before the phrase was even a phrase, Teresa was a mamapreneur. So she started various businesses from our home
Mm-hmm.
because there's the thing, we want to have nice stuff. We want to travel. And so there's 4 kids, there's 6 of us, one person supporting all that's a lot. So it's, and that's the decision a lot of couples aren't comfortable with, because we made this decision when it was just the 2 of us. You're pregnant with twins, and we're deciding then this is gonna be our path.
Right.
And we were in a little 1-bedroom apartment with not even any furniture.
That's right.
But we made that commitment then. Now, the way the Lord honored that commitment and blessed that promise, there were times that your entrepreneurial endeavors earned as much money as I was earning getting up and going to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's kind of how God blessed that. Do we want to go into kind of what some of those things were? Or, obviously this is a thing about parenting, but you did a number of home-based businesses. You sold jewelry.
I did.
You had a home-based business selling jewelry through parties and through shows.
Right. I sold crystal.
You sold crystal.
Mm-hmm.
What else did you do?
I was an insurance agent.
You were an insurance agent and built a very successful agency.
Mm-hmm.
You qualified for trips.
Sure did. Yeah.
I'm talking about an agency where you earned hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
And I still earn residual this day.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I just got the check the other day.
By the way, in terms of, this is a parenting episode, but we're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about coaching. This was something Teresa didn't want to do.
I did not want to do that.
I said, hey,
I had
Teresa.
just had a baby and I was exhausted.
I said, hey, Teresa.
No. I had just had babies and I was exhausted.
I said, I see an opportunity for us if you will go do this. I don't want to go get my insurance license.
Did you know how big the book was that thick?
That's beside the point. I don't want to go get my insurance license. Hey, Teresa, here's what I need you to do. And you resisted and resisted. But you know what I did? I persisted and I persisted. And now here we are today. You're welcome.
Well, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But the point I'm making is if you believe this is the direction God's calling you for your family, if it's truly God calling you, and I'm not saying you're going to be extremely wealthy or you're going to like make a whole lot of money or whatever, but I am saying God honors your faithfulness.
He does.
And
even when we're not faithful, he's faithful. While the insurance was your idea, some of the other things were my idea, and I enjoyed it. It was something that I was building, and I got really up for got to a designer in the company, and really
you were very
enjoyed that.
successful with it.
Absolutely, very successful. I know that a lot of couples struggle with roles and responsibilities, but we kind of worked through that, and you had certain things and I had certain things, and we pulled together as a team.
Same team, same jersey.
That's right.
Same team, same jersey.
Yeah.
Well, even though our jerseys aren't exactly identical.
Right.
But the idea, conceptually, we're on the same page.
And so I encourage couples, to pull together. What works best for your home is what's going to be important.
Now, here's something else that's important. Even though you were the stay-at-home mom, by the grace of God, I realized just how big of a job it was, how important of a job it was. So I didn't abandon all other responsibilities. Correct. So I was very intentional. It's my favorite word.
That's your favorite word.
I was very intentional.
And you were.
Hey, Teresa, you've been home week after week with the children. Hey, today I'm going to stay home and you take a day. Go do whatever you do. Spa, hair, nails, whatever. It's your day. I don't even know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. What did you do? Did you ever tell me?
Usually I went out to lunch with friends, or we went to the mall to just browse. Or we maybe went to the movies.
Okay, so that was also important because is it fair to say you made a sacrifice? I mean, you were certainly capable, qualified to work somewhere else.
Oh, absolutely.
But you made a sacrifice for the good of our family, and I wanted to honor that sacrifice. So our roles were balanced, even though you were the primary caregiver, homemaker. I didn't just abdicate all of the responsibilities.